Hello, lovely people of the world.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Ahlan wa sahlan. So today's video, we'll be talking about
Our wedding.
all the positive parts of our wedding day. Yay! So this video here is meant to be a positive video.
No downers here.
Enthusiastic video.
Before we start, we should mention why we waited so long to tell our viewers that we are already married. The wedding took place on August 26th of 2017, and waiting for the official video from our videographer so that we could release that video on YouTube. And we've been waiting and waiting.
And waiting, and it's been over...
It's nearly seven months
since the wedding day, and we still don't have our official wedding video.
But once we get the wedding video, I'll make sure to share with you guys.
And since we couldn't wait any longer, and time was just dragging on, and we just couldn't, keep it a secret any longer, because you guys figured out. She's describing her wedding plans in past tense as if it already happened. Have you even noticed that I was swapping out my wedding band for my engagement ring while we were filming my interview with my mom? Some light and share some more wisdom on life and on love and all the challenges that they've been through. So Mom, how did you and Dad meet?
Alaric, he was still single, of course, so they are teasing him because he was the only single in the, among the staff. Every salary...
Nobody spotted that I was actually wearing my wedding band in some of the earlier videos.
We could keep you updated on that. Thanks, guys.
And how a guy like me ended with a girl like her. The reason why we kept the fact that we're married a secret is because we want to document the events leading up to the wedding in chronological order.
And also, mind you, we started off our YouTube channel in response to some of the viewers' comments who had watched the Canada in a Day documentary film, where we were featured as well.
My wedding band is made out of cobalt chrome with a black zirconia and silver. Custom spinner ring, which I drew up on a piece of paper and then sent it to the ring maker, and they custom made this for me.
So yeah, it spins! That helps Justin relieve his anxiety. Or keep him busy when he's bored at a meeting. My rings, you guys have already seen the engagement ring before. Well, I don't have nail polish on. And right down underneath is the wedding band. I don't know if you could see. Yay! So it's a whole set, like Justin bought a set actually. And there's my ring snuggie right there. We actually had 2 surprise dance numbers. The first one is the reception dance with the group of our bridal entourage, including ourselves. So as we enter into the reception venue, we have a special group dance to the music of Bruno Mars's Uptown Funk. And we only had time to rehearse that 3 days before the wedding. So it was a Wednesday before the wedding, which happened. The wedding was on Saturday. Courtesy of our choreographer, Shuli. She's the best. Yay! Hi, Shuli.
3 hours of dance practice, and then everyone came back to my place, and we had an Indian takeout dinner until the wee hours of the night.
Yeah. But then we had dinner rehearsal on Friday. Yes, we had a dinner rehearsal on Friday. To the Baker Park for our ceremony walkthrough with our officiant, or wedding officiant, Robin. A lot that went on that day. Let's just focus on the positive parts. So we did a walkthrough, so we knew exactly where the bridesmaids would be standing, where the grooms would be standing, where the aisle would be, where we would meet the officiant, all that jazz. Then we headed back to the mansion. I think we did rehearse a little bit before we dismissed everybody. We were all pretty nervous about the group dance because we're like, well, 3 days before the wedding's not enough, and we've only ever rehearsed twice. And the next day was the wedding day. But it all worked out. Do you want to talk about the wedding day, honey?
We woke up in the morning in the same bed in the mansion that we rented from Airbnb. Then we took a selfie, and then we got ready. I went downstairs first, had my breakfast, and by the time I finished my breakfast, I was on my way down to the basement where the men were supposed to get ready. Bride and the bridesmaids were supposed to get ready upstairs. As I was trying to go downstairs, that's when Sarah came down to have breakfast, and then that's when we saw each other before the first look. I was getting ready in the basement, and then all the groomsmen arrived, and we took some video shoot and photo shoot. I had to record a short personal message to my bride which didn't go very well because I was stuttering, stammering. I was writing my letter that I'm gonna put into the wine box for the love letter ceremony. And we were also practicing our dance. And I gave cufflinks, purple tie, purple socks, and invisible tie bar as a gift to my groomsmen, which happened in the morning of the wedding day. First look happened around 1 p.m. Photographer, videographer, and myself went out to the front door, and my back was facing to the mansion. And that's when my beautiful bride was walking towards me from behind me, and the videographer was counting down with me. He was saying she is 30 feet out, she's 20 feet out, 10 feet out. As she was getting near to me, I could feel my heart pounding faster and faster, and I was getting clammy.
Aww.
Palms sweaty, arms heavy.
Knees weak, arms are heavy as vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
And then she came out from behind me, and then she wrapped her hands around me from behind, and I could remember that day so vividly. And I looked over to her, and I saw the most beautiful bride I've ever seen.
Oh, don't make me cry. They're starting to swell up. What were your emotions that day when you first got up? Were you nervous? Were you second guessing? Did you have any doubts in your mind? Did you feel like something's wrong?
No, I felt it was right, but only thing that was kind of bothering me was my dance step. Because I have a 2 left feet, and I know I'm gonna mess up somewhere, so I was running the dance sequence over and over in my head.
That is deep. Alright, so I have my own version of what that beautiful magical day was like. The night before the wedding, we were doing some last minute finishing touches. Justin here has decided to design our own wedding programs. Such as this one. It's in the form of a fan. That way it's double purpose. Not only is it a wedding program for our guests at the ceremony space, but also it serves as a fan that can warm you up in the heat of the summer sun.
It'll cool you down.
Did I say warm me up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yay! Yay! Oh, look at that! Isn't that awesome? Alright, so that night we were still putting together wedding programs. My dream team! My circle of favorite people. So you got Casey to the right. Hey! Looks just like Ronjoy. Check that out. What? Like she's not even missing the wedding. And that's Ken. That's mini Uncle Den's.
There's like mini everyone.
And then that's Pumpkin. Wave to the camera. The groom's yeah, he's practicing a smile for like the wedding day. So this is Monong. Hello. Hello. That is my lovely Archie. Oh my goodness, wait till you see her all glammed up. You'll say, where'd Archie go? I can't find her. And then over here in this dream team, we have my Uncle Owen. Oh, look at that. Can you believe what time it is? It's like past midnight and he's teaching his kids the staple stuff. Now that's a cool parrot. That's the lovely Erica. Erica with a pink bow. Ah. And that's Man. He sells tickets. Oh, so adorable. And then we have my mom. My mom with a stick. Dangerous with a stick. Yeah, she's practicing her moves for tomorrow. That's a lovely Tita Ethel. Look at her. She's so pretty. That's the mom of Man. That's so cute. Aww, thank you. Where is he going? Where is he going? Do you have a dance move? So cute. Is that it? That's it? That looked hard. Oh, let's see what Pumpkin here is working on. What's wrong, Boo? What's wrong? Something wrong?
But it's actually not bad. And then you slowly like lessen the milk and then yeah.
I think we went to bed by 1 in the morning. For some reason, woke up at 4 in the morning and I just couldn't sleep anymore. Just too much excitement, and it was just also this fear that I might sleep right through my alarm clock. So I went and hit the shower. I was out of the shower by 5 in the morning and then I went to sleep again. With wet hair. So yeah, I was like, oh no, bad hair day the next. So that morning, woke up, as I was washing up, Justin had gone down to have his breakfast, because you know I'm a girl, it takes me a while to wash up. I had this morning facial routine I had to take care of. And then I went downstairs. Justin was just finishing up his breakfast. Hairstylist came at 7 a.m. She was the first person to get there. Then the photographer and then the makeup artist. They decided that it's important for the bride to get ready last. I don't know, that wasn't the original plan. Original plan was I get ready first so I'd be ready for photos with the photographer while everybody else is getting ready. Since I was last, I was walking around offering, you know, refreshments to our wedding vendors. Makeup artists like, don't worry about us, you know, if we're hungry or thirsty, we'll help ourselves do it. You're like the most relaxed bride we've ever seen. But I didn't feel nervous at all. I was so calm, so relaxed. I had gifts for my bridesmaids. They were customized or personalized purple robes that Justin here has purchased online, and he was able to customize with their names on. He also purchased flats for them, silver flats, to match our wedding colors, which was purple and silver. And also I bought them a pair of earrings and a necklace. I went downstairs. They said that Justin's ready. He said he's stationed where he should be for our first look. And they were telling me, do you see that area over there? Justin is actually waiting for you down that hill. Just walk towards him and don't mind us, pretend like we're not here. I'm like, okay. I had purple heels on underneath my wedding dress. And I was like, oh my goodness, those were really steep, narrow rocks. I had to be really, really careful. I didn't want to trip over my shoe, break a heel before the ceremony, break my face before the ceremony. My head was not really focused on Justin. My head was like down on the steps. And that's when I looked up. Once I reached the bottom of the hill, I looked up and I could see Justin. And I started walking towards him. Well, I took a deep breath because I was like, oh my goodness. I could feel all the emotions just, you know, flooding. And I was like, oh my goodness, please, I don't want to cry. And I went towards him and he looked just so handsome. His back profile was just so handsome. And I was like, my goodness, is that my groom? Unreal. As I was walking towards him, his back, I felt the need to just put my arms around him and just close my eyes and just cherish that moment before he would turn around. I wanted to cherish the moment and make sure that when I opened my eyes, that it's not just a dream. In fact, it was my reality. So I hugged him, cherished that moment, opened my eyes as he was slowly turned to face me. And I remembered my heart was just so swollen. I remember as if everything was just frozen in time. And I was looking right at the face of the man of my dreams and the face of my forever. So, oh my goodness, all the emotions just flooded right back. And I was like, oh my goodness, I started crying. And he was so sweet. He like had a Kleenex handy and he was just cleaning up, wiping my tears away. And I'm like, honey, my makeup. It was such a beautiful moment. I knew that everything about that day was just going to be perfect because I was standing right next to my perfect man, the man of my dreams. So happiest moment of my life as well. And then came the ceremony time. So our windows in the limo were tinted, so we could actually see our guests clearly. They couldn't see us. Ring bearer, flower girl, bridesmaids, groomsmen, my groom, we were all there. The limo just hiding. So then we started a processional. Primary sponsors walked first and then came...
And then I walked.
Yeah. By himself, by the way, you guys are probably wondering.
Yeah. And as I was walking, I looked to my left, I saw blur of faces. I looked to my right and I saw blur of faces. And then I was standing at the front and looking up the stairs, and as I saw my bride walking towards me and she was crying, and I started to tear up a little bit, but not too much.
You should have just let it go.
Then I was so happy that I was marrying the most beautiful bride, just like I planned it when I was 21 years old.
It was my turn to walk. I wasn't nervous at all. I just remember holding back a lot of tears because I was like, this is so amazing. Like the feeling of, I can't believe the whole, like all my memories of us when we first met, our first few dates leading up to the first time you proposed and the wedding planning and all that, all of those memories came rushing through my head that time. And I was thinking, I can't believe that the moment we've been waiting for all this time has finally arrived. So I took a deep breath. My mom was right beside me. She was already crying. I'm like, Mom, wait, we haven't even started. And I was just like, She just gave me a nervous laugh, like, you know, she's in denial. She's like, oh, I'm having the sniffles. She would never admit that she's crying, tears of joy. So yeah, my mom walked me down the aisle, and it just felt right, and it just felt overwhelming with emotion, because I was like, this is the woman who brought me into this world. And then now she's walking me down the aisle towards my group. As we reached the aisle between our guests, we kissed each other, and then she gave me away. And this was like just me solo walking. And it just, I broke down in tears. I couldn't hold back any more emotions. There was just too much happiness built up inside since the morning, since the night before the wedding. I was like, oh, this is so emotional. So I just cried, because looking up ahead and seeing Justin, the man of my dreams, looking right back at me, all the memories of the time when we first met, he was slowly walking towards me. I don't know if you guys remember the Matrix version of that. He was walking towards me, and I was like, now I'm walking towards him, only now we're getting married. Aww. So I just cried. I'm starting already. I just cried. I was so happy. I was so happy. Happiest day of my life. And also some of my coworkers were already crying too. I was like, what the heck? They're just making me cry even more. So yeah, I need Kleenex. Thank you, honey. Wow, it's behind the camera. That's magic. So I walked towards him. He held my arm, walked me right in front of the officiant, and then we exchanged our vows. Oh, I hope you guys get to watch those vows, because they were... he wrote his own vows without telling me about it. I mean, we knew we were going to write our own vows. We just didn't discuss with one another what the contents of our vows would be. So it was a surprise for both of us. Of course, more tears. And then we went on to signing up the contract. And then part of the ceremony was what we call the love letter ceremony. We didn't call it wine box ceremony, although we did buy a wine box with our names engraved on the box and our wedding date engraved as well. The most important part about this box is there were love letters where Justin gets to write a love letter to me, and I write a love letter to him. We would only get to open this box
on our 10th year anniversary.
Or if we feel like we're having a falling out in our relationship before the 10th year anniversary. He and I wanted to high five because of all the hard work and all the drama we've been through leading up to that special day. It was like, we now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Park, and we just high fived right before he gave me my first kiss.
Was it Mr. and
Mrs. Park. And then we went on to the recessional, and he decided to take a selfie. We got to the reception venue. Our wedding planner was going to give us a heads up as to when to enter. And we were still rehearsing our dance moves right outside.
Some of us took a shot of vodka right before we started our group dance. I was one of them. So we were supposed to walk into the reception hall, and I was supposed to say, hit it! And then DJ would change the song to Uptown Funk.
He said hit it, and the DJ didn't hear him. So I was like, hit it! And I went like, ugh. So I turned over, looked at the DJ, and I said, hit it! And then that's when he changed the song. Then we broke into dance. We surprised everyone. People started taking their phones out, their iPads out.
We finished our dance, we had our dinner, and then we had some speeches. And we had our first dance, which was to Jason Mraz's I Won't Give Up. So it was just a regular slow dance, nothing special.
Just being in the moment.
Yeah, we're just gazing into each other's eyes and slow dancing.
And crying.
Yeah. After that, she had to excuse herself from the room. At that point, myself and Sarah's mom did another slow dance to this song that I'm gonna play right here.
Because you can't remember the title. It was supposed to be, by the way, you guys, a mother and son dance. You could take away what you could, try to read between the lines. Basically, Justin danced with my mom.
Then when the dance was over, your mom took a seat, and I was waiting for Sarah to come back to the room. But she was taking her time, so I was just standing in the middle of the dance floor, looking into the crowd, my arms straight down on my side, and looking into the crowd, trying to figure out, okay, what do I do right now?
You're like, I'm stiffening up again. Hurry up before I stiffen up.
And that's when I saw Sarah coming in, and she changed into her reception dress.
Yes, it's a T-length, below the knee, kind of shorter version of the wedding gown, but it's not the same dress. It's just my party dress, y'all.
And then that's when we broke into
our surprise dance,
which is to Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud.
Yes! So yeah, this surprise dance, you guys, courtesy of Shuley, the same choreographer who taught us the steps through Uptown Funk's group dance. Nobody in that room knew that we were gonna break into that dance. You have no idea how many times we were second guessing and like, maybe we shouldn't do it anymore. We're just such nervous wrecks. Let's not do it. Nobody knows. We'll just slow dance to it, just like we did with Jason Mraz's I Won't Give Up. Like, no, you know what? We worked so hard. A month before the wedding. It's the only time we started rehearsing, just Justin and I at his home. So, but we nailed it. We got a lot of compliments, especially when we went back to work after our honeymoon. They were like, oh my goodness, the best wedding ever. And your dances were just such a shock. Like, we didn't know you guys had it in you. And we're like, They're like, how long did you rehearse that for? A year? I was like, wow, you thought that was a year's worth? We did our part, honey. No, it was a month's worth. So yeah, and it's not even every day that month. It was literally a day per week. The month before the wedding. It was crazy hectic.
And we had 2 free drinks for everyone, 2 little admission tickets stapled to their place cards, and after that it was a toonie bar.
Toonie. You want to explain toonie bar?
Toonie bar. What it means is every drink that our guest wants to buy after the first 2 drinks would be $2
each.
$2 each, and then rest will be covered by us. And we had a photo booth, a mirror booth,
yes.
Full-length mirror booth, which was a big hit with a lot of people lining up all night long.
Half of the people in the dance floor, the other half were lining up for the photos. And it was unique. It's a unique experience because it wasn't just your typical photo booth. It's the mirror booth.
You get to see what the camera sees in the mirror, the full-length mirror. So it's not just a small 7-inch screen where you can preview what the camera sees. And towards the end of the night, at 2 o'clock in the morning, there were only about 20 people left on the dance floor. One of the bridesmaids requested Journey's Don't Stop Believing. We were arm in arm, and then we formed a circle. We were just jumping and dancing.
The whole song.
The whole song.
It was our finishing song. It's like, aww. It was so awesome.
Yeah, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, the lights were fully on and some of the staff are taking down the decoration.
Tables, decor.
Here is our wedding invitations that we had sent out.
Yay! Close up, close up. So it covers our theme of purple and silver. And then at the back there's a fridge magnet. A little strip of magnet right about there. So people don't just lose the invitation.
So we had 220 people show up to our wedding.
But I mean, we invited 300.
Original budget of the wedding was $23,000. We ended up spending $47,000.
More than double.
Yeah, we didn't have to borrow any money.
Like, we didn't borrow money from our families, even though they were all happy to offer us. We didn't want what you called in the Filipino utang na loob. It's like when somebody gives you money or they offer their help and then you take it or you accept it, they actually expect something in return, not right then and there, but give it a few more months or weeks or even years, and then it'll say, do you remember that time when I gave you something? You thought it was just a gift, but actually I kind of need your help in return now, you know? So yeah, I didn't want to ever have to experience that. I'm not bad-mouthing Filipinos. I mean, most of my friends are Filipinos. I'm half Filipino myself. I love, love, love Filipinos. It's just, we couldn't help it. Those are just one of the traits that some of the Filipinos have. Not all of them.
And after the wedding, we went to Cuba for a honeymoon, just as Hurricane Alma was approaching Cuba. So we'll talk more about that in a different video.
Might do a little bit of a commentary too. Tell you guys what our experience was like. I'm going to Cuba for the first time and honeymooning there. Like, oh, so beautiful there. I miss it already. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That was our wedding day and the gist of it. We hope we covered all the details. Shout out to our wedding vendors. And those are just the positives, you guys. Don't think that our wedding day happened with no or zero drama, because Just as we thought the drama is already over and done with, dealing with Justin's parents, there was actually way more drama that happened the days leading up to the wedding, including the wedding day. I'm having goosebumps. So basically we decided to dedicate this video today focusing on the positive aspects of our wedding day. The next video, we're gonna talk more on the drama. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to be as happy as this one. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching us and for bearing with us. For liking us, for all your compliments, for all your constructive criticisms. Like, I truly, truly enjoy reading your comments. I just wish I had the time on my hands to respond to every single one of you guys, but I just don't have that kind of time because we're still working full time and we have all these other prior engagements on the side as well, so... Okay, so you guys, Justin here bought a bunch of flags online. Show them, honey. Yay! Canadian and Korean. Filipino flag and the Sudanese flag. Oh, and we have the UAE flag because that is what I call home. Because that's where I was born and raised.
Can you tell the difference?
Thanks you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed our... wedding video slideshow prior to this, as well as our commentary today. Can't wait for this scandalous drama-filled video next. So tune in. Don't forget to subscribe.
And like and share.
And comment. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a beautiful night.
Have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful morning.
Have a beautiful afternoon.